What's going on, y'all? Yeah, this is very interesting for me. I don't even know how to start. Okay, so I've been going through something for the past couple years and I'm ready to open up about it and share it with you guys. There's so many reasons why it's important for me to open up, but I'm gonna share two big ones for me and also let you guys in on my life. I'm very private. I like to keep my business very quiet. Well, I like to keep my personal life to myself and the people involved. And yeah, that's just the type of person I am. So for those who know me, very, very close, you guys know that I've been wanting to be a mother for so long, especially, I have a fiance, I want to have a family with this person, but I have fertility issues. This is something that I've been going through for quite some time and I've decided, I've kept it to myself, but with a recent event that happened back in December, so many things came to realization and I felt it was important for me to finally open up about this. So like I was mentioning, I like to keep my life private, but also as a woman, when you're going through something like this that you feel, is not hard, shouldn't be hard, kind of like what you're supposed to, you look at it as like, I was put on this earth to be a mother and something that should just be so easy and is easy for so many others. Why is it so difficult for me? So one big reason I kept it private was definitely the shame and feeling like, this is me. I'm blaming myself, which that is not the case at all. It is not our fault. But yeah, it's so, you like to share all the good things in your life and, this is just something that's just, it's heavy. It's really, really heavy. Let me just quickly tell you guys what I went through in December, which led me to where I'm at now and why this is just so important for me to open up. So I've been going through infertility treatments for the past year and a half. And before that, there were so many things that led me to finding this amazing doctor that we're working with now. And she put me through a series of tests and discovered I have something called endomyoma. They're like fibroids within your uterus. And this could be, we're looking at this as one of the reasons why I wasn't conceiving or able to carry out a pregnancy, because I also suffer from recurrent miscarriages because I've had multiple miscarriages. So we're with this doctor. We're finally at the point of IVF. I do 3 rounds of egg retrievals. And as we continue to do, from the first one to the last one, they just kept getting better. My quality of eggs were getting better. I just was becoming a more healthier person. Obviously the pandemic slowed me down, so I was taking better care of myself and things were just looking so good. So after that last egg retrieval, we had to do some work on basically suppressing my endomyoma, making sure that my body was healthy enough to actually take the implantation of one of these follicles, one of these eggs, and get ready for this embryo transfer. There we go, embryo, that's the word. So make sure one of these embryos sticks and stays. So we went through this couple months, what is it, September, October, November, December. We went through this 3-month process of suppressing my endomyoma and then getting me ready for this embryo transfer. I'm talking about lots of medication. But again, we're in a pandemic. Life is different. Things feel so good, okay? So we finally get to the day of the embryo transfer, and again, things are just feeling so great, feeling positive. Then after the embryo transfer, you have a 2-week wait to see, if you're pregnant. So you gotta wait for it to implant, do its magic. And by the grace of God, we got what we wanted. We were pregnant, and it was the best news. It was, again, this happened in December, so a lot of you guys know that, we went through some shit with my family, with my mom. She had COVID, she beat it, but we almost lost her. 2020 was such a hard year, so for that to happen in December, it was wow, things are so good, so amazing. And while you're going through this whole entire process, what you have to do is you have to take these series of blood tests, and basically the blood level is supposed to duplicate or multiply every day. That didn't happen for me. So we had good news and then complete bad news. So it was very, very difficult, very, very hard. Probably one of the hardest things I ever went through. So I've had miscarriages before, and of course every single one has been heartbreaking, especially for somebody who wants to be a mom so bad. And this last one, it broke me. It really broke me because of everything that led to this moment. And just imagine like just getting everything you want and then it being snatched the fuck away. And that's how this felt. Ugh, it was just so sad. So in a series of 72 hours, everything just, my whole entire dreams just went down the drain. So I'm a problem solver. So while this was all happening and while my heart was breaking, I was just, trying to figure out solutions and trying to find the answers and just kind of low-key driving myself crazy. But what I also did was I turned to YouTube to watch other women who went through what I was going through, and I just found so much comfort in hearing all these courageous women's stories. Like, I had never opened up about this, and here all these women were telling their story, being vulnerable and sharing it and providing me so much comfort. And just also letting me know I wasn't alone. That was so big for me. Because throughout this whole entire process, I have amazing support. My fiance is a fucking, give him the MVP award, because he is just so amazing. My mom, my family, my friends, everybody's so supportive. But I can't lie, like, you just be feeling alone. It's like nobody can understand how it feels, unless it's you. So being able to turn to these videos and hearing these stories from all these other women, it just was so comforting. So that was one big thing. One big lesson right there where I was like, oh my God, like, I need to also start opening up and bringing more awareness and also showing other women that you're not alone in this. Another thing too that I realized was, okay, so my previous employer, I was able to get fertility benefits through them. What a blessing. And if I hadn't had that, I wouldn't have been able to discover or go through this whole entire process without that help. I lost my position, last year due to the pandemic, but I still had that benefit through the year. So I was able to go through and, use all that. I hit my max benefit. My lifetime, the lifetime maximum. So obviously all this happening in December, I really was hoping that it would work because, like, I don't have any more benefits. I don't have a job. I don't have anything. So, if I was able to get pregnant, things would hopefully fall into place. I'd be able to get a little more assistance. Now that it didn't work, that made me realize, like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Like, there's so many women who are like me who probably won't be able to figure out what's wrong with them, who have to have money in order to go through what I went through. So for me, that was a big, like, eye-opener as to, like, me wanting to be an advocate for getting fertility benefits a legal thing in, like, a requirement. Because once I started researching it, I believe it's only 16 states that require this. And there's been so many babies that have been born through IVF. And there's been so many miracles for people who were hopeless like me. And I just looked at it as an eye-opener. Now, what a sad situation for this to happen to me, as far as, like, everything happens for a reason. Like, it still hurts to fucking say that shit. It just, but trying to make sense of shit and understand, like, for one, I never would have opened up until I got pregnant or had my baby. So I just would have waited until the good shit happened and been like, hey, like, this is what I went through, versus me being vulnerable now and letting y'all know what's up and, bringing more awareness to what I'm currently going through and being brave enough to do this. I'm not gonna lie, this is hella hard. And then also just bringing more awareness to the fact that fertility is a real thing, and that we need to do more and get the government to do more as far as passing some type of law, especially here in Washington, for us to have a requirement for fertility benefits to be a part of insurance. So I'm gonna tell you guys so much more. I just wanted to, you know, open up, let you guys in on what's been going on. I will be telling you guys a lot of how I got to where I'm at as far as like the testing and all these other things, but I just felt this part was really, really important for me to start with. Not gonna give up, definitely. I'm saying it, I will become a mom, I will get pregnant, and we will have our family. If you're a woman out there, don't be feeling alone, don't be blaming yourself, you got this. There's gonna be a rainbow at the end of all of this, and y'all just make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I'll be sharing more of my journey. And thank y'all for watching.